inside. Damn it. A little bit stretching. Won't hurt. Taking a deep breath. Do you know the feeling when you're kind of tired because you didn't sleep well because of sleep disorder and you try to take a nap before you start working and you cannot sleep, you couldn't take a nap and you didn't work and then you feel even more tired? Yeah, that's my case now. And only way that you can feel that is when you have that instance. When you have a good night's sleep and wake up and you don't feel that tired, well, you won't feel that pain. Usually we are creatures of pleasures. We don't remember pain except when it occurs, I guess. So we have one of these bigger kind of issues with the data integrity that I need to deal with. Excuse me. I drank some coffee and some soda and even chocolate just to give me some energy to let's start the timers to start working. Well, I was listening to my favorite YouTubers. They uploaded some videos while I was working on some data actually. It's not something that deal with the engine directly, and oh gosh, I forgot this guy. Give me a second. I need to stop playing this silly game. I used to play this silly game when I was in my first university when it came out. It was new. And all of a sudden I found it on Steam. I was like, hey, why not? So I was working on, this is an old work, like a week ago, on some elements and some, it just all prototype testing material. Just wasting some of my time. And trying to make the engine support such nonsense for different type of games. So if it is an RPG or a strategy or whatever, and it has races, creatures, sub races, abilities. So ideas like these to consider what kind of things that the engine really can support and does it support it now. So I was working on that for around 2 hours today. I added the races, I read a lot about them, and I tried to be picky. Well, a lot gave me the advice to be creative and make your own races in your games, but this is just for testing material. I might make out a strategy game, a fun strategy RPG game, a style that I made up just for fun and for testing the engine. But for now, let's focus on the real work. I really need to finish these 2 points. Oh, crap. These 3 points. So I can start working on the game engine version 3. So, and oh my god, someday. So, after I finish these and make this one work, and I can add a game to it and make it work, and find it working, I will start working on demo videos. So, and I will try to attract more viewers to my channel. For now, my channel is quite dead. One of my family members and my artist and a bot are subscribing for me, and this is quite sad, like, yeah. So the more sad part is not these guys who play video games and scream and get 43 million viewers and subscribers. They are really good at making the videos and making entertainment. The sad part is these people who have no channel, they have just no videos uploaded, nothing, and they just ask for subscription from other people, and they're usually young ones, and they get like from 10 to 100 subscribers for nothing. Like, these kinds of people just make me wonder that I'm doing something really terribly wrong, you know. So anyhow, as I said, my focus is quite screwed up. So you might see me doing fail take bar 3 instead of data integrity bar 22. Even my jokes are lame. So let's close some of the pages that we don't want to deal with. Yeah, it's every time I see these pages that says map class and iPriority and stuff, and I'm like, oh yes, this is a map simulator or game simulator. It's not only this crap, it's just this guy just taking a lot of my attention. So what's the issue? The issue is whenever I delete an accessory type or an equipment, I need to delete a certain data in here, the equipment's condition, because the equipment condition consists of an equipment and accessory type. So because this is a composite object, I need to delete any object that have an equipment or have an accessory type. And this is all fine and dandy, or fine or dandy. Well, what's wrong with my jokes? The problem is the equipments are, how to put it, are unique to the animated particle. If we go back to that demonstration image, each AP have equipments. So it says equipment slots, but it's actually equipments. I need to remove the word slots because that's confusing. But the accessory tabs are general. They are common to all APs. They are not specified for each AP. So we need to make some kind of general function. So let's take a look. So we are going to go here where we need to delete the stuff and go open the code so we can see the code region and look at that. I didn't finish those. So yeah. Gosh. So this tab just became bigger. This kind of feels sad a little bit. Take it in an irony way. Don't take it as in a serious way. You know. So here add equipments, and here add equipment condition, and we need to deal with this section. So what we are going to do, we need to make a function that check if certain equipment have a certain equipment condition contains a certain equipment or contains certain accessory type. But this is not the issue. As I said, the accessory type is more general. So I'm trying to figure out a way to solve this problem with the minimum number of functions. So let's try to draw something which might help. So you have APs and you have equipments and you have action conditions, and they have equipment conditions, and all of these guys are in one group, and we have another group which have, this is in the game file, so let's say the accessory types. And the equipment condition consists of equipment and accessory type. And there are many of those inside the action condition. And action condition have, no, sorry, it has equipment set, and equipment sets have equipment condition. Anyhow, I know it sounds easy to make just random functions and call it a day, but something in my head telling me I can do it in a smarter way, and I'm trying to fool around to find a creative way to do it. So what we are going to do, let's say if I made a function that accepts yeah, you see, that's the problem. In the accessory type, whenever you delete one, it affects all ABs. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect only one AB. It affects all of them. And that's what's bothering me in my head. Oh, that doesn't, yeah. Maybe if I color this as, this is ugly, whatever. I'm screwing up a lot. I'm into it. Anyway. So whenever you delete one of these, you delete all of these. But whenever you delete one of these, you only check the equipment set in these. So let me write it back. AP has equipment. AB has action conditions, has equipment sets, has equipment condition. Delete and equipment affects the AP, that's the, it's not belong to, that has the E. Deleting an accessory type affects all APs. So this is the whole story. So the more general case is this case, the APs. So let's try to make a function that take an AP. So let's call it private void I don't know, dependency stuff. EC conflict delete, and it takes an AT, which is an accessory type, for each EC and ES in AC in AP. You get the idea. But the AP already, we know the AP. If AP is the equipment AP, delete all conflicts with E. Or maybe I can make a separate loop for that instead of making a check for all of them. So instead of having this, we make another loop later on or before, it doesn't matter. But I usually prefer the bigger loops first. So for each EC and ES in AC and current AP, check conflict with E and delete them. If not, then check conflict with AT and delete them. So with that, we won't need to make a condition to check if this is the current AP or not and delete the stuff. And or we can separate these two as their own functions and call only this whenever you delete an AC, and you call only this whenever you delete an equipment actually, not an equipment condition. So yeah, that can work. So let's do that. So let's do private void delete conflict is equipment with not equipment equipment condition with should we start with the equipment or with let's start with the equipment. And in that case we need an animated particle and we need an equipment name. And because we know the target AP, and this should work as a pointer, we can do for each, and as I said, this for each will be a little bit long, key value string action condition ACK and target AP. And for each key value bear string give me a second. Yeah, we need to check the result animation. I forgot, there's another layer before the equipment sets. Oh god. I don't believe I built such a behemoth. Just unbelievable. Actually, the result animation is kinda. And the equipment set? It's kinda the equipment set. No. This hash set is the equipment set. So, yeah, kinda. Just. It's an equipment set plus others. So, yeah. Result animation. Uh, to be honest, if you are new and if you're really good at programming and hopefully you are interested, I advise you to watch the animation playlist. Let me check the name for a second. Funny, I forgot my own video list names. Yeah, game simulator animation related list. It's kind of bad name because I'm trying to make a playlist for the game simulator, and later on I will make playlist for the game engine. So yeah. So in that part, I programmed the other half of the animation system, and you can see in detail how did I reach up with this complex data structure. It might not look complex for you, and hopefully it doesn't. It does mean I'm really a beginner and I'm not that good enough in my work, because this is actually one of my most complex data structure I ever invented to solve a problem that I made by myself. It's not homework. It's not someone asked me, I want to do something. And instead, I want to build a system to support animations and control as much as possible to be data driven. So it's kind of different kind of problems. And actually, after I said it in loud, it's similar to math problems whenever they told you get the result of the equation or get the best or the maximum area. Totally different kind of problem. So that's what I believe. Did I miss something? So now we have the Aquascience. Aquascience. This is actually an equip condition. So actually, we can put the code, the function to check if the type exists in the equip condition, the equip condition class. But there's a question. When am I going to use this function? And the answer is only in here, not in the engine. Keep the code in here. So I can write a code to check if the equipment is similar to whatever in here. Like I add two functions to check if the equip is the same equip or the accessor type same accessor type. But no. Nope. Even though it won't take that much of memory, and it will make it a cleaner code than outside. Now I see more benefits as well. Interesting. But I know myself, I don't want to delete anything by mistake while it's in the run or in the engine. I want the engine to be protected from these kinds of stuff. This guy is dealing with the base data, the core data. The engine should add and remove objects of these types, but doesn't delete the types themselves. Are you crazy? That will screw up the game file stuff. So that's why I'm trying to be more secure about this stuff. Um, hmm. So in here, we could use this one to check if this is marked for deletion or not, and that's the problem. It's kind of set. It's a set, so maybe there's a link code for the hash set. Haven't we went through that again? Yeah, I mean, I went through that several times. Wait, it is a hash set. Yeah, it is a hash set. So let's take this one. Oh wow, the caffeine effects disappeared. I can hardly keep my eyes open. It's kind of silly. I'm still drinking my diet soda, but oh well. So I'm checking the names of the functions that the hash set support, because I don't want to make the lazy deletion stuff. It's kind of funny. I already dealt with this problem over and over and over and over. And yeah, I still screw up with it. So we need to make a list of the deletion mark and delete them after that. This is the easiest way to do it. So I can say this, remove, and then it accepts an object with the generic type, right? So hopefully I can make a list of pointers and then go over these points. No, it will be for each again. Yeah, let's no, I don't think that will work. It's funny, let's give it a try. Let's just give it a try. The pillows? No, not the pillows, you silly you. No, I can make a list. So if EC equip is equal to the equip name then yeah, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Thanks God that equip and what do you call it? The accessory tab are both immutable. And then we do for int I is equal to 0, I is less than EC. Oh wow, what have we done? Count. And then actually can do this even. What am I doing? 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 What am I? Yeah, you should do that because each RAK will have its own set of equipment. So let's do that. RAK value with set AR, remove, and then we take this object and that's it. And of course, don't forget to clear after this, so the other RAK will use them. And I believe that's it for the equipment. It required testing, and testing this will require a lot of adding data, so better to make some kind of example to make this simpler to deal with. So let's try to later on I need to actually this function should exist in a different place. I was thinking to add all the functions in here, but I just remember it will be nice if I gave the user the option to delete everything. Sometimes I hate everything. No, I'm not him, but oh, totally screwed. What I'm trying to say, I should add two more functions. One to check the conflict, and if the conflict exists. Actually, the same function can do that. Yeah, I can do all of this in one function by returning a boolean, and if the user say okay or there is no conflict, then it returns true, and it completes the deletion. I was going to say conquest. Funny. But if the user say no, I don't want to delete, so it stopped the all right, so let's do that. Or maybe, God, a lot of crap work. Where should I put the condition? Where should I put the stuff? Yeah, I already done that like 3 or 4 times already, but kind of a little bit in different ways. But I can go back and check what did I do to decrease the amount of time to spend on reanalyze. But a lot of instructors in the past in my life advised me to redo these kinds of activities to expand your brain. Not to expand your brain, to expand the neurons between your brains so you can think easier later on these kinds of problems. But to be honest, using the brain too much about these kind of crap, it's not only boring, but sometimes drives me nuts. So anyway, yeah, I spent many hours on this system. Let's see. So what we are going to do in here, we need to check for function. And if it is true, it will be alright. If it is false, then it won't be alright. So this is very bad function name. Let's try to find a better name for this. Creature check dependency. Weapon check weapon dependency. Oh, I can call it EC. Wait a minute, isn't EC stands for extra credit? The name already taken. Oh well, that's my code's correct. Equipment condition. I can write equip condition check equip dependencies. No problem. Just for extra credit. So we need to send the temporary AP6. I just noticed something. And the equip name, which is the selected one already. This one should be checked. If this one is equal to null, or actually there's a better way. This one. Because you never know when a stupid thing happens. Just to make sure that the APCP tab is selected. That means the temporary AP6 is selected too. Because sometimes when I restock them, change them, whatever, they will lose their value. And you don't want to save on an old temp AP name or reference or whatever. So just to, this is funny, this is data integrity. But I fear I need to go through all the code and check if this is selected in every page. Every page, if it's on APCP selected. For every action that I do, because this is kind of dangerous. Especially with all the stuff going on. So in here, instead of going on and delete everything immediately, we need to make a check if at least one of them exists, and there's no way to check if one of them exists without checking all of them. Kinda sad. Well, there's a way, even though I don't like it. You see, this won't happen unless if this get deleted. What am I saying? If this has some elements, so we can make a check in here. If this thing is greater than 0, then we ask our question. Do you want to delete all of them? And if the question is answered yes, then we need a flag in here, so this silly question doesn't get asked again and again. If it says no, then we return false immediately. So this is a way to do it. I still do this habit, don't I? From Visual Basic 6. Funny. Well, it's better to make it true. Does it? If it is true and the count is greater than 1. No, if it is false, yeah, if it is true. Only if it is true and greater than 1. If not, then this question won't be asked. Yes, that means the flag will be asked many times, but that's alright. So let's go and copy the message box. I'm not going to. Am I that lazy? Yeah, I'm that lazy. Screw you. Really? Stuff. All of a sudden I went silent because I'm kind of tired. Sorry about that. So if it is okay, then flag equal to true, no, equal to false, and that's it. It's funny if I use the let me think for a second. Else return false. So the first second that we find some deleted, I should say marked deleted, or lazy deleted, or whatever, equipment conditions, we ask the question. If the user say yes, the flag become false, and we will never ever go here again. And it will just keep deleting these. If we say no, then it should return false and close the cycle. So that's how the code works. So I will test this later, let me be honest. I'm already exhausted. Oh man. Now I need to change them when I make save too. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. So whenever I save, I need to do some kind of update to these suckers. So let's try to do this code. So we don't need a permission to update the equipment names. So let's call it equip condition update equip names, and we need the old names, and I remember 3 years ago and more, whenever I see codes like these, I get upset. I just don't like it. I just feel like, these guys don't know how to code. I know how to code easier ways to do that. No need to do all of this. And look at me. Look at me. Just look at me. So where's this is the new name, and the one from the list is the old name. So this sucker will go through the whole thing. And for each, oops, I feel we need this guy too. I could use TimAB6, but let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that. It's a very nasty habit. Whoops. Usually I like to add the animation particle, a class, before the strings and other data types, but because this function is similar to other functions that accept the old name and the new name, I did that. So instead of having this, we will have this, and instead of this, we will do, oh, wait. We will do this. Am I that tired? What now? Really? Even if I'm not deleting it, I'm just... Interesting. Is it because it's immutable? Man. Maybe if I made a function, a property or whatever. I'm so creepy to carry about these values. Now let's try this. Who the hell told you to put this in a new line? Take it easy. I don't think that will make any difference, but let's give it a try. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Oh god. Are you freaking telling me I need to do a lazy modification? Oh god. Don't you love this? So, let me rest my head for a few seconds. Then I'll try to solve this problem. I just want to make sure it is the immutability problem. Oh wow, I said copy the error, don't copy the history of my life. Says it cannot change underlying collections, but can change any object referenced by an object in a collection. So I just um, it's funny I'm using for each all this time to delete and update and do stuff indirectly, especially delete. I usually do this whenever I deal with delete, but this time it's kind of interesting. What the hell is going on? Can I use this? I doubt that, but let's play like a fool, okay? Let's try to play as a fool, and we're using the EC, and you cannot do that. Fuck you. I can do something silly, like add EC. No, I cannot add stuff. This is still an animator. Illuminator. Alright, whatever. Give me a freaking second. Oh, I can even, yeah, I can do that. What now? Yeah, when I'm tired, it's almost impossible to describe what I'm doing, and I'm doing it, especially when I'm kind of a little bit angry. Especially when I'm a little bit angry. There must be a way to get the equipment set that I want to target, can it? I mean, there must be a way, like saying first X. Oh, you cannot change the stupid things when you say first, can you? X. Can't I just select the object? I mean, come on. Yeah, my head is screwed up. Hash set getting an object. I mean, I apologize. Seems really really noobish. I never dealt with a hash set as a hash set. Yeah, it is a stupid T. But the funny part is, it doesn't have like a parentheses, the this or get item or something. And actually, this guy is saying the same thing. And I don't know why there's no indexing. I mean, I don't want the position. I just want to get the reference of the item that I know. Oh, actually, it seems more people have the same problem. So I'm not the only one, thanks God. It just you will need either a dictionary of keys only or a hash set that allow for the retrieval of object references. So he says, so many people have asked for it. Why it doesn't get fixed is beyond me. So apparently, I don't know, just drives me nuts. I mean, you cannot do that. You cannot say just. And I really don't want to delete the object and add it again. And first and select and all these guys doesn't allow you to change the object just to make you feel so wonderful every time you try to use them. So, wow. Sometimes I get genuinely angry at some of this stuff. It's make me laugh. I tried even element at once, and nope, it didn't work. Because it's stupid, innumerable. Hey, yo. One of the guys says maybe because it will return a duplicate. I was just like, what? So anyway. Oh, sorry. It says maybe this is a question, duplicate for this question. مع تاج الغسيل مفيش مستحيل. It's an old song and commercials. It means chorus. So we need the new equipment name, but we need the same object type or accessory type. And with that we solve the problem. I could done that 7 years ago before I opened the chat and whatever. The chat, my god. But I try to be more professional and just get a reference for this guy and change it, the old equipment name to the new one. But you know what? Screw this to hell. I'm going to take a nap. And let me write some notes to myself. Goodbye. Oh, not you. I said goodbye to YouTube by mistake. Oh well, whatever. So the only one left is the accessory type and testing. So we need to do this. Then we need to check tab 4 for editing issues. Whenever we edit one of these, when we take a picture in here, and when we change the size, it doesn't update in here. So I need to figure out why. Even though if you take an accessory and you take the size, it updated. So something is going on wrong in here. So something is going on wrong, and I'm not sure what. So this is an issue that I need to deal with. To be honest, it won't kill the progress of the engine, but it needs to be dealt with sooner or later. So better to deal with it. And no equipment conditions crash the code. Oh, this one. This one is actually a big issue. Man, I really wanted to finish all of this today. This one, when you select a character and you say no condition, it will screw it up because this is an exception. This exception means it will play the animations no matter what the equipment conditions are. So it's kind of some kind of exception, and I believe I should add the exception to this list and instead of this list. But I'll take a look at that. God. I made all of this just because I believe good epic games or good games with the good qualities have some kind of qualities in their animations. What I mean is, I noticed a lot of even AAA games, the 2D ones, most of the animations are so, how to put it, like if you have a strategy game, most characters have only one animation for shooting and that's it. In the old days, you have very few number of characters, but when they stay idle, they give you an animation. When they walk, give you an animation. When they fall, when they run. And there are more complexity in the animation system. And most of the times, whenever you have a lot of characters, more than 10, then the animation sets and the complexity, how they are getting played by the control or idle or the combination of equipments, like if he's wearing certain equipments, does it affect his animation? The slots, does it affect his animation? For example, imagine if Diablo 2, if you have a certain set, your animation gets completely different. When you walk, when you run, when you attack, when you use a spell, you don't see that kind of complexity of details. Like if this character have set A, all of these actions have different animations. If you have set B, all of these sets have different animations. If you have set B and let's say you have different equipments as well, he might get a different set of animations. Or a different side, like if he's looking to the right, or he is on a tank, or he is depends on what the side mean in the game. You get different set of animations too. So all of that, this system can represent differences. This is one of the other beautiful things about this as well. This is data driven, but not concrete. It has some abstraction. This abstraction gives the game engine the space to play around and fool around with this data. These data represent certain stuff, but not completely, not 100%. There is some space that the game engine can interpret these data in a different way. So for example, a side, it might means look up or look down and right and left. or it means it have different forms for the character, or it means it's on a vehicle or something. So this is one of the beautiful sides I really like about what I'm doing. It's taking a lot of effort, it's taking a lot of time, but thank you for watching and see you in part 23.